We're hot.
Oh, it's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be one of those days.
Let's make it a good one.
I wanted to get a little bit more set up for episode 69. It sucks that this is the week that we're doing it too, because we're both on.
Being on call sucks. I don't even hate my job.
No, I don't hate my job.
I kind of like my job.
I don't have a problem with my job.
I do.
I don't want to work.
I don't work. It doesn't matter what I do at work. I can sit there and do whatever I want all day. I don't want to do it because I want to do whatever I want to do. I don't know, it makes you sound like a whiny bitch. But I'm
We're good to go.
Alright. Hit it. Dealing with a massive headache. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fatties Over 40. How you doing?
Hi! Oh, shit. I'm not even prepared, guys.
He doesn't have his
I
microphone
have my
up.
microphone up.
He doesn't know
My
what we're
bad.
doing.
Hi!
What is this? What?
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 Are we doing a show?
Yay!
Hi!
Say hi to everybody.
Hi!
Oh, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. A little frazzled this week.
Yeah, it's a crazy week.
Got cold. It was warm last weekend, which was fucking nice, and then it got cold this week, so shit's a mess.
It's going to warm up tomorrow, though.
Allegedly.
Like the next 3 days are supposed to be in the 50s, mid-50s.
Allegedly.
Which for
It's
fucking
Kansas.
December is amazing.
It's Kansas, though.
I'm going to take it.
I'll take it,
I'm
Jeff.
gonna take
I would take it if it stayed in the 40s. Like 45, I would take right now. Because when I get up and I leave the house, it's like 23 degrees, and I'm fucking done with it.
Yeah, kind of sucks, but it's better than, it's better than walking out the front door and just sweating immediately.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I'll take
Fucking
this
hate
all day
that.
long.
Yeah, let
Don't
me
get
go
me wrong.
outside and be like, ooh, that's brisk.
Because I'll say this till the day I die. I can always put on clothes. I can never take off enough clothes.
No!
Nobody wants to see this
Walk
without a
around
shirt on.
naked down the street and people, it's fucking frowned upon.
how
Just
you
let
go.
it happen, man. It's
That's how you go to jail.
fucking ridiculous.
People, Karen and her fucking friends are like, nobody wants to see your fat ass. But then, like, if there was a firefighter with a shirt off walking down the road, they'd be like, ooh, baby. I'd be like, not hating on firefighters at all.
What if I'm wearing a jock strap? So
That's okay.
So I'm covering the bits. I can walk it down the street like that. It's cool.
As long as you don't bend over and your brown eye pops out.
Fucking A.
Yeah, you're good.
Fucking A.
I mean, if Mike Tyson can get by with walking around in his jock strap with his butt out on Netflix, I don't see a problem with this. I'm just saying.
That's the only part of that fight that didn't buffer.
That was the best part, because like whoever that reporter or commentator, whoever that was
It was his
just like,
son.
was that his son?
It was his
Okay.
son.
Well, that's a little awkward. Then. But by the way, his son is in WWE. By the way,
Oh, is he
as a
really?
wrestler. Yeah, I didn't know that till the other day.
Fucking A.
He
Good for him.
debuted on one of the house shows before NXT came on last week before last. This is December 12th, so somewhere around in there.
Nice.
I'm like, okay,
Good for him.
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
why not?
It's a hard life that I don't think I would wish on anyone. Like, I
No.
think wrestling's cool as fuck, but I don't
Bro,
know how
those
they
dudes
do
put
it.
themselves through too much shit.
Way too much.
And, I mean, I know they get paid, but I don't feel like they get paid.
They don't get paid enough. Not for that shit. All right, let's start this off. What are we drinking today?
We got premix tonight. This is one of them premixed Jameson, ginger, and lime, because obviously life happens. We didn't have time to create a drink and all that kind of stuff. This hasn't been on ice very long, but the outside of the can's pretty cold, so I'm assuming that it's going to be okay.
It'll be fine.
Hopefully.
Considering I drink Jameson at room temperature often, I don't think it's gonna bother me
I
at
don't think it
all.
will either. I probably should have got glasses, but
It's
we're
fine.
going to
Yeah, just give
whiskey
it a go.
tango this.
It smells like
Smells good.
ginger. Oh,
That's not bad.
okay.
So I will warn you, my taste buds are a little jacked up.
You got the HIV?
Maybe.
Okay.
I got pills for that. It's fine. Anyway, no, this ain't bad. I wish
like
it was a little bit colder.
It would be better if it's a little
But-
colder.
It's not bad.
For the first time of all the pre-made cocktails, I feel like
I can taste
the
Jameson
whiskey
in this.
is front
Yeah.
and center. The first thing I get is Jameson, which I love, so I have no problem with that.
I wish the lime was a little bit heavier on it,
I want more lime.
but
We always want more
We
lime.
always
though.
do
We're
want
always
more
like, give us
lime,
more
yeah.
citrus.
I don't even like margaritas yet. I fucking want more citrus and stuff. I'm okay with this. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's like a solid 3.5.
Of the canned cocktail scale,
Yeah,
I'm going to give it a 3.5.
yeah. I'll give it a solid 3.5.
I guarantee you we could doctor this.
Oh God,
And make
we
it
could
a 5.
make this amazing.
Yeah, we could make it a 5 easy.
Like if this
It
was
wouldn't
the
take much.
base, yeah, no, if this was the base for something, add a little bit more Jameson, add a little bit more lime,
And you're
throw.
good. I think honestly that's all you need. Put it on ice.
I would consider putting it on ice, and then maybe throwing a little Sprite or 7-Up on top of it.
Oh.
Kick it up just a little bit.
Or a little ginger beer.
Ooh.
That,
You would go with the ginger beer. I would probably go with the 7-Up.
and that would be
That'd be amazing.
fantastic.
Or Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew might kick it up a little bit more too.
You know, I've never done Jameson and Mountain Dew.
That might be our next
I might give it a try.
our try.
Actually,
we
I
got
have a
some.
cocktail for next week in mind already. The punch we talked about.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's next
We
week.
might have to do 2 next week since next week's probably going to be our holiday show.
That makes sense. It'd be the
We're
one
we're
right
gonna
before
we're gonna do
Christmas.
the Blue Russian Moon or Russian Blue Moon or whatever it is. I really want to try that. The one that has it's a white Russian,
Okay.
but you add blue curacao,
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
so it turns it blue, but it's still got vodka, Kahlua, cream, and then you add that. What?
All I can think of is the Porky Pig rendition of Blue Christmas. When you say that.
Hey man, I'm not all there today, okay? I'm sorry.
No, that's good shit. And this is delicious. And it's cooled down a little bit. It is warm in here.
Bro, there's a whole thing of ice here.
Dude, Jesus. Why is it 5 million degrees?
Because my wife
He got himself.
upstairs,
He got himself.
my wife upstairs has decided that it needs to be the temperature of the sun upstairs.
Look at it. It's
which
melting
means-
immediately. Look.
I guess
so
I'm
hot.
gonna have to. I didn't close the vent. That's my fault.
So hot.
I didn't close the vent.
So hot.
There's a vent right up here, which those of you listening to this, you won't be able to tell, but there's a vent right above where we're at, and it just when it kicks on, it just like murders us.
I'm gonna start
We're
rubbing ice on
roasting
my
like
nipples.
pigs in here. We're about to have an underground pig roast because we're in the basement
I do kind of feel buried.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, all we need is 6 more feet. We need 6 feet. 6 feet that way.
I need 6 feet.
I just need 6 feet.
What if we
That's all
did like 4 that way and then 2 that way? Would that work? Or you really need it right there? Just right
No, we could have. Well, I could use a foot on each side here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd go
work.
4 feet that way. It drop the camera back a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
It gives us a little bit more room up there. Because this studio is small,
It is
in my
tiny.
opinion.
It is tiny. What did they sell this as when you bought this? Was this like
This
bonus
was
room?
No, this was a storage room.
Storage
This
room.
was a storage room because this can't be anything other than that because there's no closet in here.
And there's no window and okay.
A window that works. Because
Right.
that window's there.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not a,
But it doesn't
a
open.
casement is what
Right.
you would need to.
Right,
yeah,
right.
So okay, that makes sense. Storage is fine. Honestly, if it is a storage room, it's really good size for that.
It actually is.
We made it a studio. Look what we did. Yay!
Whoa.
Hey, look, you're gonna just play. Hey, that's me.
That was you.
Hey!
That was the Fat Four. I didn't mean to start that video, and it just started. Whoopsie.
Speaking of the Fat Four, we are crushing it in this year, but we'll get into that later when we do sports. I just wanted to remind everyone that even people that don't take my advice, Mormon, you could be making a lot of money if you did. Just saying. Just saying.
Oh,
Oh.
Jiffy Mormon.
Jiffy.
Because I know you don't listen to this, so it doesn't really matter.
Jiffy.
Wow.
You want to roll into it? I'm kind of excited about the first story.
Yeah, let's
You ready for it?
pop smoke, bro. Let's go.
Do it!
Let me pull it up on the screen.
Do it.
So this first thing is a little crazy.
It's fucking awesome.
It is pretty fucking awesome, but it's a little crazy. So, here we go. World's most dangerous pizza, cooked on an active volcano. Tourists in Guatemala risk eruption and rocks blasted into the air as they sampled deep crust delights served up by a chef on the slopes of Pacaya. So this article is from
The Sunday Times.
the Sunday Times. Sorry.
Which I don't even know what that is, but I got it on Apple News, and so I'm gonna go with that.
Bro, I think it's good. I don't have a problem with it. Shit.
No, we've had stories from them
we
before.
have had them before, so I'm good with it. I don't have a problem with them.
So it's crazy because this volcano last erupted in 2021, so it's what I would call an active volcano.
That's probably still active. I
Yeah.
mean, there's smoke and shit coming off of somewhere behind this guy in the photo of him and his dog and this pizza. So,
and this is crazy. So Guatemala, I'm sure there's cool stuff in Guatemala. Never been.
I don't know what's there.
Probably will never go. I'll be honest with you.
I've been to South America once.
I've never been.
I have. We went to
To go to Lima, Peru.
no, we didn't go that far. Stupid.
No.
No,
Bogota, Colombia.
I wish. What was that guy?
Those are the
who's
capitals I think I remember.
Who's the drug lord from Colombia? No.
Oh, Jesus, we sound like idiots right now because
We're
it
dumb.
is like the most.
Pablo Escobar.
There you
Sorry.
go. I was like, he's fucking.
I was like,
infamous,
I know
bro.
his fucking name. I want to go. We can go see his hippos.
Hippos. He had hippos.
Yeah, he had hippos. That's where all the
Sweet.
yeah, that's where the hippos came from in
He had him. He just
yeah,
let him go.
they were fucking they were pets and they had to like let them go in the rivers and shit.
Jesus Christ. That's when you know you've made it. You're like, I'm just gonna have fucking hippos on the compound.
I mean, if I was a drug lord, like in a random country where basically I ran the country because I was the drug lord, I'd have some kind of exotic animal, whether it be lions and tigers or like who
Probably
thinks of
tigers.
hippos other than he probably fed people to them.
I mean, they
But
are.
they're supposed to be
number one
vegetarians. Well, yeah, they
Oh,
are
they
the
kill
number one
humans.
killer
A lot
of
of
humans.
humans.
So, because people are dumb and they try to go up to them and they don't like it.
lead. They're very territorial.
And they have
They're
those
aggressive.
big ass tusks for teeth and
They don't fuck around.
Yeah.
They
Have you ever
should
seen
not
them eat a
fuck around.
watermelon? That watermelon's gone.
Yeah.
It like
You're like,
it explodes. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
damn. They're like a cross between the alligator with the strong bite
Yes.
and then the size of a small elephant.
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's a bad combo.
I'm not gonna lie.
I want no part of this.
I want to play with one of the babies because they're cute as shit. But I don't want to fuck with no adult. I'm cool on that.
Yeah, I just in a.
They look like a large fat dog as babies.
It's like a big Saint Bernard.
Yeah, it's like a big Saint Bernard. And they're d- shit too.
You're like Cujo, but you don't have any hair.
Right.
This is awesome.
And I had a Saint Bernard.
Oh,
He was the
fuck.
best dog ever.
Did you really?
Sammy.
Oh, I fucking forgot. How the
One of the
fuck
best
did I
dogs
forget
ever.
about that? Dude, he was the
'Cause-
most chill goddamn dog.
Fucking 200-pound dog that was a lap dog that just once he figured out that you were okay, was your best friend.
He was just so chill.
And when he wanted a pet, he would paw the fuck out of you, and his paws were bigger than my hands.
Yeah, he was a big motherfucker. I remember that one time he fell in the pool and you had to get him out.
It took two of us to get him out. I did everything in the world to not call somebody. I built that son of a bitch a ramp. And then I tried to lead him up, and he's like, "Nah, bro, I'm 200 pounds. That ain't gonna hold me." And I'm like, I walked it up, and I was like 250, and I'm like, "Bro,
You're fine.
I'm bigger than you.
Come on.
You can come on." He looked at me like, "Nah."
I'm gonna
He
fight
fell
you.
in. He fell in twice. That's the fucked up thing about it. Is he fell in twice. And yeah,
Oh my god. Yes.
I miss that dog every day though,
I get it.
because he was good with people. He was good with the boy when he was born, and like, I don't know, I miss him.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Sorry, we got a fun little tangent. So, homeboy here, Mario David Garcia. I think it's crazy, man.
He is crazy.
The fact that he goes, you know what I should do? He was not. This is his first
Well,
gig as his own restaurant thing.
look at this photo. Like there is an active fucking lava fall behind their asses, And what's this dude doing?
And he's using the actual lava and the hot rocks from the volcano to cook food.
I mean, according to him, he sold ice cream, vegetables, pizza, but I never thought a volcano would be the starting point of my culinary success. He's nuts, but I ain't mad at him.
Hell no, it's a great gimmick. Because,
yeah.
I mean, if I'm in Guatemala, I'm not going for this, but if I'm there, I'm absolutely
Well, it's
checking
better
this
than those
out.
assholes in, like, Egypt that take your money and they give you a goofy-ass retarded tour that doesn't really mean anything, and, like, they just steal your money from you. It's like, this guy's like, hey, I'll feed you if you want to come to the volcano.
I'm like,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
all right.
I'll come get a pizza by a volcano. I don't give a shit.
Joe and the volcano. Go check it out.
Joe versus the
Joe
volcano.
versus the volcano, yes.
I was, is that Chevy Chase?
I thought it was Tom Hanks. Was it
It
Chase?
was Tom Hanks. No, you're right.
Okay.
It was Tom Hanks.
It's
Also from The
been
Burbs.
like 30 years
Well,
since
yeah.
I've seen that movie.
I'd forgotten about it till you said that, so go figure.
Goddamn volcano. So I'm actually stoked about this. I wonder if they do it anywhere else. Because like I said, I'm not going to Guatemala.
I don't know
wonder
that
if,
anywhere else
like-
there's an active volcano.
There's volcanoes all over the place.
Well, there are volcanoes all over the place, but I don't know if they're active. I
Like
think there's
one
one in
in,
Hawaii that's
well,
active.
They're active, but isn't the one in Yellowstone Park?
That is not active. The geysers are active, but the actual volcano is not active.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if that becomes active, we're fucked.
We're all gonna die.
It's like when that happens, the what's the faults that go through St. Louis? God, we're retarded. I'm dumb today.
Oh no, yeah. Jeez, the names for the
I want to say it's
so
Madrid or
scatterbrained.
something. We are off.
It might be the Madrid fault line. That sounds right.
Something like that. If those start shaking, rumbling, we're really fucked.
Yeah, it is.
The New Madrid, that's it. The New
Yeah.
Madrid faults. That's
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, we're only partially dumb. Just sometimes. Just when we open our mouths. It's not a big deal. It's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
It happens. It's fine. It's fine, folks. It's fine.
My God, we are dum-dums. Seriously.
It's fine.
That's what we do.
Anyway. Yeah. So yeah, if Yellowstone goes, New Madrid is going to go, and the middle of the United States is just, it's going to cease to exist.
I feel like if that happens, then the whole country's fucked.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
we're gonna have a nuclear winter in essence.
Yeah,
because
absolutely. Yes.
the
Yep.
sun will be darkened
Yep.
for years.
Tech Nine will be happy about that.
New ice age. Yay! We can move underground at that point. That'd be cool.
We got to find a silo.
Vault Tech.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really want to go find one of the old missile silos in the ground out in western Kansas or Nebraska or whatever. I want to buy one and just have it and turn it into a compound.
Fuck yeah.
Because those things are fucking huge, and you just got to pump the water out of them because, you know, water collects in everything that's underground. But I'd be okay with that. Those old bitches are huge, and they go for, like, football fields.
Oh, they're for.
Like, they're huge.
I know. Okay, so side note. I know I'm dumb for watching, but the wife and I like to watch Jersey Shore Family Vacation.
Yeah, you're dumb for that.
Yeah.
No
I get
offense.
it. I get it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to debate it. I acknowledge it. I'm accept it.
He owns it, folks.
I do own
he
it.
He owns it.
And so recently they were in Vegas. And
When aren't they in Vegas?
They stayed at one though.
Oh,
So it
No
was one
shit.
that had been converted into an
Yeah.
Airbnb,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
could rent the whole
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
and it was fucking dope. It
I
had
mean,
multiple levels
yeah.
in it. There's a pool. There's all. I mean, because it's massive.
yeah. Most of those have like anywhere between 10 to 30 levels, depending on like what type of missile was housed there. And like usually in the very, very, very bottom, that's where the water collects at. But everything up top, like it's
So
good.
sweet.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Like
dude.
I would totally do that. I would totally
Hell
convert
yes.
one of those.
That'd
I don't
be
have
awesome.
like, because there's one in, I think there's one in Kansas that's for sale for like $5.5 million or something like that.
Jeez.
But it's like, it's something stupid like 10 or 15 levels that most of them are all decked out already. There's like a few that aren't, but it's got like a pool. There's a basketball court in there. Like it's everything that would be above ground, just below.
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I can't buy a $5 million house, but your utility is going to be so cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to have a constant temperature year
Yeah.
round. Like, it's not going to go up, not going to go down. It's just going to be...
I mean, the only thing you got to worry about is your air handlers. That's it.
Yeah.
Pumping fresh air in and getting the dead air fucking out. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'd totally go get one of those.
That'd be so sweet.
If I win the lottery, I might consider that.
I would absolutely do it.
I mean,
I would 100% do
I'm
it.
not going to lie. If I win the lottery, we're going to build a compound somewhere and you're going to have a house in there because, you know,
We're gonna...
I'm going to give you half, I'm going to take half, and we're going to have a studio in the middle so that we can drive our golf carts.
We're gonna
going to golf cart it to the middle.
It'll be a Rogan-esque studio.
Oh, yeah.
We won't have an archery range. We'll have an actual shooting range in that bad boy.
I feel like it's going to need to be a cross between that and the Thunderdome of Pat McAfee.
Oh, yeah.
Like right off the basketball court or, you know, football field or whatever we decide to put on the ground, it's going to be gun range.
It'd
Be like 25 yards, 50 yards, something like that.
Have a golf simulator.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
to. You have to.
Why would you not?
It's
mean-
it's mandatory.
I mean,
Duh.
I need to hit a ball over Bryson DeChambeau's house, too, to see if I can get it. And I'm going to put it through his windows like 20 times. I mean, which that is awesome if you haven't seen that.
Oh, Jesus.
That's amazing.
That's
pretty gangster.
The best part is all the people spoofing it.
Yes.
And then just people just
Yes, just hammering
hitting
the
their
shit out
house
of stuff.
hard. And you're like,
Yes.
you idiot.
Yes. Well, now, like, it's morphed into other people doing shit like the Cleese McFarland channel that I watched. The guys from down in Florida, the Florida Man, who is originally from Nebraska, moved down there with his, you know, dad, and he owns his own, like, racetrack. Co-sponsors a drag strip that's on the property of the Freedom Factory. Like, his thing now is because he, like, drifts cars. At his shop, he sectioned off an area, and basically because they have a spark that they use it when they're at the drag strip to transport cars back and forth to, you know, push them and all that kind of stuff. So his goal is he painted a box around this smart car or Spark, whatever it is, and he's trying to come in off of their service road at 60 miles an hour and do like a spin into the spot to get it perfect.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
For his type of content.
You're like,
I'm like, I get Bryson, he's a golfer. He's doing that. This guy's a drifter, a race car driver, drag strip guy. He wants to drift into a parking spot. And I'm like, that's pretty badass.
sounds like a fucking good time. If I could do it, I would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Can't talk
that's
shit.
what I'm saying. No. Oh no, I'm not talking shit at all. I think it's a great idea. It gets people interested. Be like, is he gonna make it today? Is he gonna crash into something? Because like I don't want to see it happen, but like I want to see him wreck.
It's provocative.
Yeah, it
gets the
it
people
gets the
going.
people going. We're to skate to one song and one song only.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, Blades of Glory.
Oh, it's so good. That is such a good movie.
That is a good movie.
It's really undervalued. Just like most Will Ferrell things, I don't think he really gets the credit that he deserves.
No, he doesn't.
People are just like, he's a dum-dum. I'm like, no, he's actually pretty fucking funny.
He maybe this is a bad comparison, but I'll make it. He is like the 80s Jim Varney. And if you don't know who Jim Varney is,
But better.
different time period.
Yeah.
His comedic skills are a little bit better than Jim Varney's and Ernest and all that kind of stuff, but those Ernest movies are fucking funny as shit. I don't care who you are. And his show, Hey Vern, was dumb as shit, but it was funny. And I'm sorry, but if you've never seen Ernest Scared Stupid, you are missing out on one of the greatest Ernest movies ever made.
I love Ernest Goes to Camp, personally.
Ernest Goes to Camp is a
One
great
of my
one.
favorites.
Because
One of my favorites.
when he launches the turtles and they come in parachutes to bite people, amazing. Amazing cinema.
So good.
I like Ernest Scared Stupid just because of his one-liners in that movie. How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips, and then he hits him with a car. I mean, that's like one of my favorite ones.
Booger lips. That's so good.
How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
It's one of the disses in Ninja Turtles when they're at the farm. He calls them booger lips.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
And it's just underrated. Again,
No,
it's
absolutely. That's
just
what I'm
fucking
saying.
fun.
Like Will Ferrell, I will agree with you.
And it's
100%.
not dirty.
No,
That's the best
no,
part. Like,
it's
it's
all
funny.
clean.
It's not
It just,
clean.
I mean, there's subtle adult humor in it because, well, there's adult humor in everything.
Innuendo has to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
But
what are we
like-
doing with our time?
But like, yes, I will. I'm not necessarily comparing their comedic prowess to each other, but like, I feel like they're same category of respect because I don't feel like
yeah.
they get enough respect for the shit that they do.
Agreed. I think they're both underappreciated
Yes.
for their comedic value.
I mean, Will Ferrell's spot in, or I mean, his character, I should say, in The Other Guys, Gator.
Dude.
I mean, that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
And the way he talks about his wife constantly.
Yes.
Battle axe. Mark Wahlberg is just obsessed
Oh my
with her.
god!
He's like,
What do you mean? Why are you being mean to her? Like that duo in that movie is amazing because Wahlberg does an amazing job playing the character that he does. I mean,
so
like
good.
going into that movie when I very first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this movie's going to be about The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson," and then obviously they dive into the bush because that's what anybody would do if they're going to jump off of the roof.
The skyscraper.
This guy's right, yeah.
Into a
Aim for
fucking
the
bush.
bush. Yeah, aim for the bush. But then, like, those two as partners was just amazing. And they don't get enough credit for that movie.
No.
Like, Step Brothers.
They're hilarious
Yeah.
together. Him and Mark Wahlberg. But not just that, but The Other Guys was great. But Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home is fucking amazing, too. All three of them.
So good.
And they
They're
add
so
people.
good.
And they they keep adding people.
Yes,
And adding
and it
people.
only
It's like,
gets better.
oh my God. Is Lithgow in the second one? Second and the
I
third
think it was
one?
the third one.
It may be.
It might.
Because John Cena's in the third one, too, if I'm not mistaken.
It's just so good. It's just so good.
I mean, like,
it's stupid.
like
but
Will
fucking
Ferrell,
awesome.
Will Ferrell with his sidekick people because they're just as big as stars as what he is. But like John C. Reilly in Step Brothers, we quote that shit all the time, and it's just as bad, if not worse, than Bad Boys 2. He's on IMDb on Daddy's Home 2. I think it is in 3.
I think it's 3 because I don't see him.
No, Lithgow's in there. He's hugging him on the cover.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's in 2.
But
Okay.
he is in 2 and 3 then.
Yeah.
Or no. Or is that John Cena right there?
It looks like it.
It does.
might
Maybe it is in 2.
be.
Is there a Daddy's Home 3?
Is there a 3?
I don't know. We're about to find out, folks.
No. I only see 2.
Oh.
1 and 2.
Well, then there should be a third one.
I mean, I'd watch it.
I would too.
The first 2 were so good, I'd
Yeah,
go watch
they
the
were
third one.
funny as shit.
Come on.
Did you see there's another Meet the Fockers movie or Meet the Parents type movie coming out? Or
did
it's in
not.
development?
I did not.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be interesting.
I'll check it out.
Because, I mean, Ben Stiller's another funny guy, but
Not the same.
no. Different comedic styles.
Yes.
So
Except for Heavyweights, which is one of my favorite movies. That's
Hey.
so good.
I just love the fact that
Log.
Heavyweights and Average Joes, or a Dodgeball Story, are probably in the same universe. Can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure Camp Counselor turned into what's his face.
Could be.
They're too similar. The characters are too similar.
And that does make sense.
Like I feel like they're in the same universe.
Because he did have the...
He has the fat camp, then he has the gym. He just changed his name to get away from the stigma from the fat camp. And the kids in that movie were fucking amazing, and half of them were in Mighty Ducks, and that's where they got their start from. And
It was good.
like our childhood had really good movies like that.
Yeah, they did.
I mean,
I don't
Who
watch
doesn't?
kid movies now, but
no, but I mean I do. But
I'm assuming they're not as good as those.
no, we'll never have movies like those ever again. We can't.
We definitely had to be at the last end of that because if you go back any further, you look at those 80s movies and they're PG-13 or PG rated. You're like, that's a fucking R-rated movie now. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You got ladies walking around topless, people dropping F-bombs, and we're like, PG-13.
I'm pretty sure Major League when it first came out was PG-13. And granted, there's only one scene in that entire movie that has any kind of shred of anything, and that's when they were pulling off the owner. I think she's
pieces
the
of
owner.
clothing, yeah.
Yeah. And then she ends up with her boobs out.
Yeah. But she had tassels on. She had stuff over her
Yeah,
nipples.
well, yeah, and that's what made it PG-13 back then, whereas now I'd be like, oh my god, that
There's
should be rated R!
so many bad words in that movie. Like,
Oh, yeah,
the
it's
language alone
horrible.
should have
It's
probably,
horrible.
you know. But what do you want? We become pussies over time. That's what we do. They're like, that's too much. We can't do it.
You're not lying.
It's
That's
not
that.
okay. It's gonna hurt your anus.
Chocolate starfish
I can say anus.
and the
Everyone has
hot
an
dog
anus.
flavored water.
Everyone has a butthole.
Everybody does have butthole.
Why everybody got hair in the butthole?
So people don't ever shave it. They don't pluck it. Nobody wants to spread their cheeks for that.
Get in there with the.
Hey girl, can you get this?
I'm gonna need you to wax this. Just get in there with the popsicle stick.
Can you Brazilian my ass? Sir, this is gonna hurt really bad. I know. Just do it,
Now my butthole's bleeding.
right? Can you rub some aloe vera on it? It's a little burning.
Let me get a little witch hazel. Let's go ahead and make sure we clean this up.
Hey, while you're down there, can you hit that with a little sage? Draw out all them demons that be coming out of my butthole.
God.
Life doesn't like it when I fart, and that's the demons escaping out of me.
Shit. Yes. My God. Why is it so fucking hot in here? Oh,
Because
never mind. We already talked about
Yeah,
this.
we already talked about this.
Sorry. I'm just like, it's killing me. I got indigestion from my McDonald's on the way over, and I'm
you have
fucking
Big Mac?
sweating. No.
What'd you have?
Can't eat a Big Mac while I'm driving.
That's valid.
I had to go McDouble.
Dude, don't go McDouble. Well, you have to. Never mind. You can't do cheese, otherwise you'd be shitting in here. And
I mean, it's just not real cheese on it anyway. It's fucking American cheese.
Yeah, but a
with
McDouble
no
only
milk.
But a McDouble only has one slice of cheese.
I know, and it's cheaper, and it's buy one get one for $1, which is why I go that route.
Do you smash them together and make a?
Actually, sometimes I do. I will take the
'Cause
meat
that's the
off
best way
one
to
and put
go.
it on the other one.
Yeah,
Because I don't want two buns.
No,
I just
no,
want the
that's
extra
too much
meat.
bread. That's too many carbs.
Exactly.
I mean, fuck all the other shit I'm eating. That's too many carbs. Did
That's honestly the
you
only
get fries?
carbs I had today.
you get fries too?
Mm-mm.
No, just
Just the
McDoubles.
sandwiches. Yeah.
All right, I'll buy that.
2 McDoubles.
Did you get a Diet Coke?
Mm-mm.
No drink?
No drink.
Oh,
Dinner was less than $5 today.
well played, sir.
Nailed it.
Well played.
Nailed it.
What the economy does for you. Need them to bring back the dollar menu. Shit.
I ain't never gonna be a dollar
I
menu.
know.
Dude, my favorite meme this past week, it wasn't even a meme, it was a short, but it was after the UHC assassination.
Yeah.
It was the McDonald's CEO, and he's like, "We have got to bring back snack wraps."
Oh, I
My
saw that.
life
I saw that.
depends on it.
I saw that. It was a meme that I saw, but I didn't see the short. But yes, that's.
I was like, he's right. He really needs to do that. We need to bring back the snack wraps. They were good.
They were.
I used to
delicious.
get them all the time.
No, the snack wraps were the best thing they had on the menu. Both of them, the fried or the
or the grilled one.
yeah, the grilled ones.
And it had the ranch, or
Yes,
I think they had
and
a
their
honey
ranch was
mustard
good.
one.
I don't know
There was a
where
barbecue
they.
one, too,
Yeah,
I
there was a
thought,
barbecue
yeah.
one. I don't know where they got their ranch from because it wasn't what you could get in
The other one, yeah, like if you get a salad with a ranch, it's not
That's
the same
gross.
ranch.
No, the other ranch was fucking money because the salad ranch and then the cup of ranch were totally different than what came on those.
Capo ranch.
If you're gonna spew into this.
And you just go to the window. Sir, we have to charge you for extra ranch? What if I hold my hand out and you spray into my hand? Just give me some of that.
Right in the mouth, right here. Sir, we don't do that.
Why?
Why?
Come on, do
Sir,
it.
this is inappropriate. You're inappropriate.
I'm watching this guy butcher a chicken.
I know, right?
I don't know
Isn't it-
why I'm watching it. It's
I
mesmerizing.
have Facebook up because I uploaded the video and it's just like, damn, this guy's quartering the shit out of this chicken and it's
Dude.
fucking awesome.
His butcher skills are unmatched.
No shit, right?
And that knife is sharp as shit.
Bro.
Because he went through bone like it was nothing.
I mean,
it didn't
he hit-
even look like he had
He
any
hit
resistance.
joints. He hit joints really well, but yeah,
He was just like, shoop, shoop, shoop.
no resistance
Jesus
whatsoever.
Christ.
Fucking nuts. Nuts.
These nuts.
These nudicles.
All right, let's roll this next one.
All
We
right.
got another story, speaking of nuts, because it's chock full of nuts.
Go ahead.
I don't know what to make of this one. All right, so it says, why is your headline different than mine? I don't know.
I don't
Anyway,
know. It says, go ahead.
as New Jersey's drone mystery deepens, local officials demand answers.
That is weird that mine's different than yours.
Right? It's like they updated the story and not in the version that I sent you. Weird.
Yep.
Anyway, I don't know what's going on in New Jersey. There have been a lot of reports lately, and it's not made up. Like, we have video evidence of commercial grade
Yeah, these are big ones.
Drones.
These are big
Not
ones.
this bullshit that you can buy off Amazon.
No,
I'm
these
talking
are
about
like-
these are
These are like almost car-sized.
almost war grade. Like
Yeah.
these are military grade fucking drones that are just flying over New Jersey constantly.
So, I think the water aliens, I think they're breaching.
Jesus, that is what I've heard. You're not the first person that said that this week to me.
though. Like, no, like,
And I was like, what
I'm
the
joking,
fuck?
but maybe they're water aliens. I don't know.
I mean, it would make sense.
Well, okay. Well, we'll touch on the water aliens thing real quick. So, we have no idea what's in the fucking ocean. Like,
Right.
What's it like?
We can go to the highest peak in the world.
But we can't
We've
go to the
done it.
deepest part of the
We
ocean.
can't go to the deepest part of the ocean. We're like, it's too much pressure. We can't do it.
What is it? We've explored like maybe 13% or some shit like that of all
Something
the
small.
Yeah, something stupid. And like this brings up the other point is like, what's the name of that point where you're closer to the like it's in the middle of the ocean?
Oh yeah, we got a story about that, but I didn't bring it up this week. Yeah.
But there's a point in the ocean where you're actually closer if this International Space Station was above you, would be closer to them than you would be to any land or any person.
Any human on Earth.
Yeah, on Earth.
Because you are so far away from the land masses. It's out in the Pacific Ocean. You're just actually the Pacific? It might be up north more. Anyway, you're just so far away
Yeah.
from humanity. If you're up there, that is
So-
insane.
So it would not be out of the realm of possibility that there are quote unquote aliens in the ocean,
Well, there's a theory too that squid are not from this planet.
which makes a whole lot of sense to me actually.
Right. And they're supposed to be highly intelligent.
They are because they can they can fit through holes that are like this big when they're our size.
They're like fucking mice.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
But they don't have really a skeleton
No, it's all
structure.
cartilage. It's like they're snakes. It's
And
like
so it can just
yeah.
it's like Santa Claus going through the chimney.
Yeah, exactly. He goes through a chimney this big, even though he's this big. But yeah, no, like it wouldn't surprise me. Like half the shit that when they send like unmanned subs down and they take pictures of shit and they bump into stuff like in the middle of the dark ass ocean, you're like, that's scary as fuck. And we're never gonna see that because they stay down there. They don't come up here. So is it possible there's aliens in the ocean? Yeah, but maybe they're not aliens. Maybe they've been here long enough that they're not aliens anymore.
they could be
They've
way older
adapted.
than us.
Yeah, exactly.
They're older than dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs aren't real, remember?
Oh, dinosaurs are real.
They're not real.
They're real.
They were buried here by people in the future. Whatever that means.
Maybe it was- they
I
were
love you,
buried by the
Marcus. I'm just
squids.
playing.
The squid.
I mean, we have giant fucking squids and octopus that are like the size of boats and shit.
Release
So
the Kraken.
that's where that came from, though. Like, I believe, like, way back in the day, like, that's what it was. Is somebody saw a giant squid and was like, holy shit, squid in some language may mean kraken, or kraken means squid, or something of that tentacle monster.
It's fucking scary.
Yeah.
That would freak me out.
Oh, if I saw a giant squid, I'd probably shit myself. Because, like, I don't like open water as it is. And seeing
too?
that... Oh, yeah, no, dude.
I thought I was the only one.
No. Okay. I'm a weirdo. And I'll own this. Like, when we go on cruises, like, I get a little leery when I can't see land. But I'm on a big enough... Like, if I'm on a big enough boat, it doesn't bother me. There's people around me. It's cool. I just don't, like, stare off into the distance because then I get a little weird. My anxiety kind of kicks up a little bit. I have a solid, healthy fear of even swimming in open water because I can't see or touch the bottom.
I do not like that either.
I don't either.
Like, I'll do a lake.
That's that control. Like, I'll do a lake. Yeah, lake.
Because I
lake doesn't-
know
Yeah.
ain't no sharks in this
Right.
motherfucker. I might have a water snake, but it's fine. Like, I got a fairly high level of confidence I'm
Yes.
gonna live.
Yes.
Okay? But in the ocean,
Like
I won't do it.
I'll go to a beach in the ocean.
Yes.
And I'll walk out to about chest high.
No more.
But that's it.
I don't need to go any more
Nope.
than this. That's
Nope.
fine.
I don't need to go scuba diving. I don't need to go because like I've been walking out down in Florida to where it went above my head, but then there was a sandbar like a little bit further out that like it
That's
was
fine.
like was like waist high, and I'm like, I can do that. But then when I saw something swimming between me and the sandbar and the fucking shore, I got a little fucking anxious because I was like, I don't know what that was. That could be a bull shark. That could be some sort of shark.
be anything.
That could fucking attack me. Do I
Could be a
think it's
fucking
going to?
barracuda.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is.
There's a lot of things in the ocean that have teeth.
I am not a marine biologist. I wish I was, but I'm not.
They get all the chicks.
They do.
They get all the chicks.
Blanco, marine biologist.
Blanco, yes. Yes. Absolutely. It's ridiculous.
Oh, God. Yes.
I think that was one of, wasn't that one of that was one of your covers
It was.
at some point in time.
It was. We used to tell people that I was a marine biologist.
Yeah. And I'm not going to put out the name that we used, that you used.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put out your alias.
That's a secret.
We don't do that.
We don't.
We don't do that on this show.
There's a reason that we don't
Yeah, I know.
put that out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Jesus.
There might be some little marine biologists running around here somewhere. We don't know. We don't want to know. Okay? We don't want to know those things.
I know nothing about this. I will confirm nothing. I will deny nothing. I know nothing.
He's going to plead the fifth because he ain't saying shit.
1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth.
But yeah, no, like this, the whole drone thing, like, I'm sure that people are probably testing industrial drones in the night.
You think it's us or you think it's China?
No, I think it's us. I think
China.
it might be a Chinese company, but I think it's us. And they're doing it for probably geofence location stuff for future deliveries, because sometime in the future we're going to get packages delivered by drones. It already happens in some places. And in order for that to happen, you have to test the geofences out. You have to send them out. And a car-sized drone could probably deliver a heavy package.
Oh, yeah.
And in order for do that, you have to test it. And when's the best time to test it? In the dark when nobody's watching. So that you don't have these other weirdos, which I could pull that story up too, where a guy shot down a drone and got sentenced to federal time for it. Because you can't shoot those down in federal airspace, because once you get above a certain space, it's federally protected by the Aviation Administration.
I don't love it.
I'm not saying I love it.
If it's my land and you are above it, I feel like I get to shoot it down. Period.
Well, and that's
It's mine.
that's what this guy
This is
thought.
this is
Well,
mine.
and that's what this guy thought. And the people that own the drone were like, "Hey, I have an FFA,
I think it's FAA.
FAA license to fly this drone, and this is what I was doing. I just got stuck above the guy's house, and someone was rebooting or whatever. He wasn't spying on him. Drone just got stuck in the air, and the guy shot it down.
I would have done the same.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
See, I would have been like,
I'm not saying he's right.
I want a jury trial. Because you put me on that jury, I'm be like, not guilty. I'm telling you right now. I'm like, wait, that was his house, right? He
Wow.
owns the land around it. Fuck it, he's good. You get to.
Well,
this is America.
Well, and it depends on how he was charged. I don't know how he was charged. Like, I don't know what the basis for everything was. I don't know that.
This is America, goddammit. If it's my land, I get to shoot. That's the way it works. But these are the rules. I didn't make them up.
It doesn't go to space, though. That's the thing. You only get so high.
Yeah, but my bullet ain't going to space. So,
You don't know that. What if you're a bad shot?
still not going to have enough velocity to get up
It's going to
there.
go that way. Though.
It's going to do this.
But what's over here?
I don't know. Hopefully
Yeah,
that's my lane
problem.
too.
I don't buy that.
How many acres I got?
I was going to say, we win the lottery. It'll work.
Yeah.
It'll work.
At that point, I'd be like, look, man, you know how many acres
Like,
I have?
he was on my property, okay? Like, I own the zip code, God damn it. He's in my zip code. That's his fault, not mine. That's not my fault.
I can pew pew all I want. Pew 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 pew. God damn it.
I have my own bylaws out here, motherfucker. If I want to shoot on my land, I'll shoot on my goddamn land.
You're in my world now, Grandpa. Let's go.
The price is wrong, bitch.
However, in New Jersey, I'm going to guess, probably not a people with a lot of acreage out there.
No,
I assume
and
it's all
that's-
assholes to elbows, and so in this story,
I don't even know why New
nobody's
Jersey-
shooting them down.
No, and it's just people are weirded out by the drone and they don't know what's going on. And
I would
local
be too.
officials- Well, absolutely no. If where I live at is north of everything, and there's not a whole lot of people out here. It's like 2 subdivisions, and that's it. If I saw a drone hovering over my house or my neighbor's house or anything like that, I would want to know what the fuck it was doing.
I'm a little uneasy. I'm going to start wanting answers. And in the story, it has several elected officials. We've got representatives for the district. We've
Right.
got the mayor. We've got all these people that are like, hey, I need to know more. And they get a briefing on it, and they're like,
Oh.
I still have no answers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not great.
No,
That is not great.
no, I totally agree with that. Like,
I'd be pissed.
oh, I would be too. Don't get me wrong.
So we're putting this out there now. Like, You're flying drones over places. You're freaking people out. Not within city limits, but
a good idea.
On my land, it's
Yeah,
not
it's not a good idea.
It's not great.
Yeah.
You might want to pay attention to where you're flying, because that is not going to end well for you. If you
Well,
got a
and
drone.
not only that, but like most drones have 3 to 4 lights on them, usually at their corners, and then they have like 1 or 2 or 3 in the middle of them. So with the report about aliens in the water coming out, people are heightened about that shit. The government has already come out and said that there's been unidentified flying, whatever it is, whatever they choose to call them now, because they're not UFOs, they're UFAs or UFIs or some shit like that. I think it's UFI.
I think it is. What is it? It might be A for aircraft. I don't know.
You might be right. It might be UFA now.
But those never freaked me out because I always assumed it was some military that was just testing something out.
But I'm saying like this, at this point in time, would freak people out more just because of what it is in the time period that it's at.
Right. And even there's an FBI investigation that's been started with Homeland Security, and they're both like, we don't know yet.
That's legit.
And I'm like,
no, that's legit.
When the FBI is looking in, and Homeland Security, and my officials are getting briefings, and they're like, we don't know shit.
Yeah, no,
I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm all fucking freaked out right now.
I get it. Makes sense to me.
We already had the Chinese spy balloons.
Whoa, they were just hanging out, bud. I don't know what you're talking about. They weren't doing anything wrong.
Okay.
They were checking on their land in Missouri that they own, okay? Calm down.
That's true. They do.
I know that. I know.
Honestly, if they told me that, I'd be like, they got us.
Like,
that's true.
All right.
China,
you win this one.
Motherfucker.
1-1.
I gotta let him go. I gotta let him go. Again.
You're not getting your balloon back, fucker.
That's their airspace. They own it. I just set the rule. I'm like, if it's my land.
Thanks, asshole.
That's the way it works.
You set that rule.
Hey, I didn't sell them the goddamn land. That's not my fault.
But the precedent's behind it.
You can blame Josh Hawley or whoever fucking proved that shit. I don't know. If I believe the attack ads that I seen during the election season.
Yeah.
Good God, those were the best. They're like, so-and-so wants
to
sell your land to China. I'm like, what?
Like, we never talk about politics on here ever. But I will say, and I can say this now because all that shit's over with, the political ads this year were some of the worst ones I think I've seen in a long time. Like,
they get worse every year.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like,
so dumb.
Like, there's probably this much fact in there, and then the rest of it's all made up because there's crazy people on both sides of the aisle that are like, no shit, that's what it is? Well, by God! They sound like Jim Ross now all of a sudden. By God! You know what I'm talking about.
By God, Hawley's fandangoing!
Exactly. And
I just pick on Josh Hawley because it's easy to pick on that guy. He's a douche. I don't think anybody likes him. People that vote for him, people that don't vote for him, they're all like,
everybody.
Yeah, he's got a big head.
You're a weirdo. It's like, you're a weirdo. Plus, he's in Missouri. We're not in Missouri.
Right, exactly. Fuck Missouri. Yeah, exactly. We talk about Missouri all the time.
He's just a senator. Fuck that. Who cares? Doesn't matter if he was a Republican or Democrat. He'd still be a douche.
Oh, we will make fun of any politician.
Oh, absolutely.
Any of them.
Absolutely. I'm not making fun of him.
On Frank White here.
Oh.
I don't. Again, that
hurts my feelings. That like hurts my soul to make fun of him because
I love him as a baseball player.
Yes.
Love him as a baseball player.
He is a prime example of why sports does not translate to politics.
Not at all. Not at all. It's just he's a real douche a lot of times.
And half the shit that he does over in Jackson County is just like out of spite for other shit, and it's like, stop, man.
Like, don't be a douche. Just stop it.
Come to the middle of the aisle with the rest of us non-weirdos and be done with it.
Yeah, you don't got to be an asshole, man. Just don't be an asshole.
I mean, you can be an asshole, just don't be an asshole to everybody else.
Don't be that kind of asshole.
Right. I'm an asshole, but I'm not an asshole to everybody else. Well, I kind of am.
Oh, I'm an asshole to a lot of people.
If I don't like you, I'm an asshole to you. Actually, I probably just won't talk to you.
That's true.
I'm more of an asshole to my friends because I like them, but I make fun of everybody. That's how I show that I like you. If I like you, I'm going to make fun of you.
Of course.
Because I expect it like tenfold back to me.
I feel like you should be breaking balls. If you're not breaking the balls of your friends, then you're not really friends. You're not really friends.
No.
That's what I say.
Not at all.
All right, you want to roll it into sports?
Oh, yeah. Might as well.
All right.
What was this last one?
It'll go good with the holiday one next week. So
all right, we'll save that.
There.
We'll save that article for next week, folks.
I want to do this one No, let's do the college one first.
Hang on, let me pull it up.
So this has been a hot button issue for a while.
Hot button! Hot button!
I may be one of the only fans of college football that actually like the transfer portal. I think most people are of the opinion that it has ruined the sport.
So, my opinion of the transfer portal is it's good to a point. And the reason why I say it's good to a point is because I feel like there's too much team switching when you haven't been, like, a prime example of this, and it goes hand in hand with the NIL shit, and this is my problem with it. If you want to transfer to a school, cool, I don't have a problem with that. I've never had a problem with kids transferring.
No, you should be able to.
And I also think if you transfer, you should be eligible that following season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you transfer in the middle, yeah, you're going to have to sit. If you transfer at the beginning, yeah, you're going to have to sit. That's on you. It is what it is. But that following season, you should be eligible to play. You should not have to sit out a year. Because that's what always used to kill me, like in college basketball, for that matter, was you'd get some kid who was having some sort of issue or just wanted to go home, and he transferred to a school, and then you'd have to wait a year.
And you're like, this is stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll
No, that's the thing. And so basically this is funny because this is about
Is this the Marshall?
This is Marshall.
This came out yesterday, I think.
Yeah. And so Marshall's coach has left.
So and we'll preface this with a little bit of in the what is this, the AAC? No, what are they in? Are they in the MAC?
I think they're still in the MAC.
Or Ohio Valley. What is Marshall in? Anyway, Marshall is one of the top 2 teams in the division, whatever they're in, which he's going to find that real quick while he's burping on the corner there.
I can't help it, man. It's goddamn McDonald's.
But the coach has decided to leave Marshall, and they had like 1 loss in the division, so they were like 7-1 in their half of the division. I don't know if they ended up winning the whole conference, but he decided to leave to SMU. And SMU...
Sun Belt Championship.
Sun Belt, there we go. Okay, they're in the Sun Belt. Sorry, folks. He has decided to go to Southern Miss. And why he wants to go to Southern Miss, I don't know. I didn't look that deep into it. I saw this on ESPN last night.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't really have anything in the story about why he's going, just that he is going. And the best part about it is
they all want to go with
the whole team is like, we're all going to go in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
I've never had or heard. I didn't even think it would be possible.
It's like 70.
For the whole
what
team.
Is there, like 72 kids or something like that?
That are we're gonna go into.
Yeah, we're leaving.
The whole. That's gonna be the whole fucking squad. You're gonna have to replace your entire team.
Well, and what's funny is
insane.
This isn't the first time it's happened either. When Indiana's coach was at JMU at James Madison, they did almost the same thing.
It was. I think it references that in here. And I think it was like 41.
Yeah. The Thundering Herd lost 18 players to the portal in 2024 and added 25. So they've already had a mixed bag of people leaving. But yeah, the coach at Indiana, when he left JMU, they lost like 40-some kids. And half of them went to Indiana. And that's why Indiana's 11-1 this year.
And that makes sense. Like
it does.
I'm okay with you following the coach. You're like, that guy recruited me. I want to play for that guy.
Deion Sanders did the same thing when he pulled all those kids from Jackson State.
100%. He had a shit ton of kids coming.
And he walked into Colorado and everybody hated on for him, but he was like, basically, if you don't belong here, bye.
Yeah, I'll kick
you guys were 0-12, so we're going to have to make some changes here, and I'm just going to flat out tell you, some of you motherfuckers ain't going to be here no more.
Right.
Y'all going to hate me for it, but, and as soon as he said that, they had like 20 kids go, I can't make it here. I can't work hard for Deion Sanders. I gotta go.
They didn't have the skill. Let's be honest.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They did not have the skill to play in that program. Didn't. And that's fine.
But Colorado was a trash program before he got there.
They're still a trash program. I hate Colorado. I do. I hate them. They have the worst fans.
Oh, their fans are terrible.
In the Big 12 other than BYU now. They're tied. Okay, so we have a long history with Colorado. Used to be in the Big 8.
Yeah.
Big 12 before. Yeah. They were the worst school to travel and watch a game at. I remember them. They would throw batteries at like the band.
Yeah.
And I had a friend that went to the last game we had there before they left. and was wearing a white K-State hoodie, just orange pop, just dumped on him.
I believe it.
I'm like, what the they have the worst fucking fans, man. They're trash human beings. I love the state of Colorado, but fans of CU are fucking awful.
Yeah. No, I
terrible.
don't disagree with you on that. And their fan base just got worse. But, like, no, I don't necessarily have a problem with the transfer portal. But what I do have a problem with the transfer portal is partially my problem with the NIL stuff. Because people are leaving schools because of money. And I feel like at some point in time, there has to be something done about that. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if when you come to a school and they pay you $5 million there, which most of those kids wouldn't leave for $5 million. But let's talk about UNL. We'll touch on the UNLV shit. They had 2 players leave because supposedly they were promised $100,000. The quarterback and the defensive back or running back or whatever, or wide receiver, whatever the other kid was. They both said, "Hey, we were promised $100,000 for an NIL," and the school's like, "No,
we didn't promise you that.
You were promised $1,000 a game or something like that. 12 games. That's $12,000, kids."
He was like,
and they're like, "Nah, no, we out. We're transferring." And it was all money based because that UNLV team is actually really fucking good, and they went 11-1 also, or 11-2, something like that. I think Boise State beat them, so maybe they're 11-2 because they made it to their conference championship game. That was a good program, and 2 top tier players.
You got to honor your commitments.
Over that.
Like, I'm not going to get mad about
point.
Like, if you're not going to honor those commitments, they have absolutely every reason to leave. What my beef with, I said I love the portal. Mm-hmm. My only beef with it is I want limits on time. Like, right now it's open. So if your team went to a bowl and they're like, half our starters are gone, even though we made this bowl game, I'm like, well, that just ruins the fucking bowl games.
Somebody else said that. Was it Texas Tech's coach? Somebody, and I can't remember who it is, so I'm gonna get this wrong, but I heard somebody say that it's horse shit that all these kids are going to basically transfer or leave or declare for the draft, which declaring for the draft is a little bit different.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
But so that they don't have to play in the bowl game no matter what it is. And it's like, bro, you made a commitment. You're getting paid for this.
Right. You should finish the season out. Yes. Even if it has a postseason game in it and you don't want to play in it, doesn't matter. Like, you're in it. The only exception I have is what you said about the draft. Because now we're talking big money.
I said
I'm talking about livelihood, and I'm like, you can do that. That's fine.
Well, that's like what's his name? Alvin Gentry? I think that's how you say it. The running back from Boise State.
Yeah.
He's already said, I'm going to the NFL after this. I'm done.
Cool.
But my team has a chance to win a national championship. We're in the playoffs. We have a bye week. I want to play. I have a chance to beat Barry Sanders' record. I want to play.
That's exposure you're going to get going into the playoff. And think about it.
Absolutely.
First year extended playoffs, you got a chance to make some noise. I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, that's like all the bowl games are like that. Because like the bowl games actually kind of mean something again this year. Granted, the first 4 games out of the thing are in shit bowls and all that kind of stuff. But like, you do get national attention in the bowl games.
Yeah.
So play in them. Don't be that guy. Don't be that kid.
And it's really important for programs that are building. The NCAA rules are fucking stupid. So you can't practice unless you make a bowl game.
Yep.
And so I need that portal to be closed so I can practice with these guys that are actually going to be here and get continuity with my team building towards next year. And you lose that. And that does hurt the sport. So while I'm for the portal, I just want them to adjust times and only let us...
No, I'm good with that.
After everything's done.
Yeah.
Like it opens in fucking February.
Yeah.
It's open. Go. Do whatever you want.
Well, that's like... I mean, in the NFL, there's a non-tamper period when it comes to free agents and all that kind of stuff. Why is there not... If you're trying to turn the NCAA closer with adding money and all that kind of stuff, why is there not a tamper period with this?
Do that. There's no reason why we can't do that.
Yeah, and 100%. if you want to transfer, well, okay, but you better have a damn good reason for it. So, no, I 100% agree with you on that.
Fucking college.
I love college sports, but it's I don't know.
Okay.
It's weird.
And this next story, it hit home.
Because I don't know about this, and it's my boys. So
prior season ticket holders.
Yes.
Right? So we understand there's a lot of money that goes into this, a lot of time invested in this. Like when I buy season tickets, It takes up a lot of time and money. It's a huge commitment on
Well,
both
yeah,
fronts.
because not only do you pay for your tickets, but you have to pay for parking, you have tailgating stuff,
Right.
you buy merchandise, you buy food there because, you can eat all you want to in the parking lot, but when you get drunk in the stadium, you
It's
need
a
something
3.5 hour game.
Yeah, you
Like-
need to soak up some alcohol with
Right.
a hot dog or something.
Exactly. So you got that going. Plus, you got to buy all the gear. Like, you have to buy different cold gear for the different, all that shit. Like,
Well, yeah.
there's a lot that goes into this, a lot of commitment. So, this is a story about a Lions season ticket holder. This is from the Sporting News. When they played the Packers,
Oop.
apparently there was a fan that got into it with several players on the Packers squad.
Yes.
And him and LaFleur got into a shouting match.
Yes, I did. Yes.
There was a verbal altercation, and LaFleur was pissed after the game. He was talking about, normally the police do a better job of this.
Yeah,
It
he
was
hammered them
uncalled.
for that.
Like, he was all over their shit. He was mad about it. Well, the Lions responded.
How did they respond?
What they did is they sent the owner of the seats an email.
Did they boot him?
They booted his ass. He is no longer a member of the loyalty club. His tickets that haven't been used are being refunded, less the fees.
No
They basically
shit.
told him, you're done for indefinitely. It may not be a permanent one, but indefinitely, he is not allowed to be a season ticket holder, and he's not allowed to go to the games.
Okay. Kudos to the Lions then. I don't know what happened in the incident. I'm not well versed on that. I really don't know what it was. I know that LaFleur can be a bit, I'll use the word high maintenance just because sometimes he
He's
gets
kind of a whiny bitch.
Yeah, kind of.
Let's be honest.
And
kind of a
he's my
whiny
coach.
bitch.
So But there had to have been something that they saw then or heard off of, because for those of you who don't know, every NFL stadium has cameras like casinos that can get you down to your mustache, the beer that's in your mustache when it freezes in there. So don't fuck up at games because this is what's going to happen to you.
Here's the thing. I disagree. And the reason I disagree
Okay.
is we just talked about the commitment that
That's
you have
true.
to make when you're a
That's
season ticket
true.
holder. So if all I did, it was verbal,
But what was
I
said,
paid,
but what was said, that's the thing.
especially if I'm a Lions season ticket holder that has watched years and years and years of shitty football.
True.
And you're finally good, and I still had that excitement to come to the stadium and be vocal against the opposing team, and I'm getting kicked out because of this?
But what did you say though?
It doesn't say.
Well, I know, and
It
that's,
doesn't say.
That's part of the
I'm
problem.
going to need you to tell me exactly what he said that warranted kicking out a season ticket holder.
I would agree with that. I will agree with that part. But if it wasn't egregious enough, because I don't feel like the Lions. And
if
maybe
he
I'm
was-
wrong.
If
Maybe
he
I'm
was
wrong.
dropping a lot of racial slurs, then I'm like, all right, let's kick him the fuck out.
Or fighting, like some aggressive, like assault type shit.
But there was no physical altercation. He's in the stands. They're on the field.
Criminal threat's a criminal threat,
He
though.
didn't throw anything at him.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like
No, no,
there was no physical
I don't disagree
aspect.
with that. I don't disagree on
And
that.
part of going to games, let's be honest, get a little liquored up.
Oh yeah.
We've all said some things and heckled
Yeah.
opposing players.
Yeah.
We've done it. We've all done it. It's part of the game.
I don't think I've ever told somebody I wanted to fight them though. Or well, that's probably not true.
I'll fucking fight an old man.
Well, that's different. That's different. That's somebody in the stands. That's different because that did happen almost once. But like, I don't know. I guess I've never been down close enough on the field or something like that to warrant me yelling at a player or a coach like that. Because I've seen that before. Like I've been
seen it a
out on the
lot.
sidelines for stuff like that, and I'm just like, why?
I mean,
Why are you yelling at them like that? They're doing their job.
we had the guy, Cowboys game, where he's running up
Yes.
and down, running up and down the stairs,
And yelling
We're not gonna say
homophobic slurs.
Yeah, he was yelling
everywhere.
gay slurs, and I'm
Yeah.
like, not a great look. Not a great look,
No.
man. I'm not a fan.
No, and that girl beat his ass like 3 times. That was funny.
He
that
was
funny as
very
shit. She
intoxicated.
beat the fuck out of him
And
like 3
his
times.
lady with him was having none of it.
No.
She was not happy with it.
No, and
but
like-
again, do I think he needed to be kicked out for that? Probably not. Maybe that game, but I don't think he needs to be barred from the stadium. It's like, you need to
I'll
go
give you
sober
that.
up, and then you come back and do this shit again, then yeah, you're done. But
So not a okay. Okay,
So
I don't have a
what
problem with that.
happened here?
Well,
what was so egregious that he gets kicked out?
That's what
my
I
problem.
think. That's what I think needs to be vetted out when it comes to that stuff. Because, like, I'm curious. Like, what did he do that was so egregious that he got banned basically for life?
And I want to know because it doesn't say.
Because, like, I guarantee you, like, because you looked into this. What is it to have your seat held for you? What is it, like $4,000 or something like that?
It was something ridiculous. So there's whatever the ticket
The
face
finder
value
fees,
is.
yeah.
And then there's like a buy-in option.
Right.
It was something like $5,000 a seat.
Right. So
like,
you're paying
what?
$10,000 off the cuff for 2 seats, and then you're paying $400 to $500. Well, anywhere between $100 depending on where you want to sit to like $500 for lower bowl seats. So you're spending another $5,000 per seat if you, and that's at $500. We'll just go with that because tickets are expensive.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the other stuff that we talked about already. So
And
you're already
parking is
$20
like
grand.
$75 a game.
You're already $20 grand into it.
Right. And so if I'm dropping 20 fucking grand,
And I guarantee you the
I'm
Lions
gonna say some things you don't agree with.
and I guarantee you the Lions are just as expensive because they've gotten
Newfound success.
Exactly. It's the same thing that happened to
excitement is
Kansas
there,
City.
yes.
Absolutely. It's the same thing that happened to us when Pat got or basically when Reed came in.
And when once after Pat's first season,
Yeah.
that shit shot the fuck up.
Well, yeah, because
They didn't even win a
have
Super
they
Bowl
have they
yet.
done that? I think they're in the middle of doing the dynamic pricing stuff, aren't they? Or is that just the Royals?
I think it's just the Royals.
Okay.
The Chiefs have still stuck with if you're
The
a season
slate?
ticket holder,
Yeah.
like this is
Okay.
your cost. It's
Okay.
this amount per game, but they have that fucking buy-in bullshit. I don't know if
See-
you buy a single game ticket if
See,
they have
that's
dynamic
what
pricing.
pissed me
they
off
may.
when NASCAR came here. Is like you had to buy your seat, you had to hold your seat for a certain amount of money, and then you had to buy your ticket to the race. And it's like, why would I spend $540 for you to hold my seat and then have to pay for a ticket to that race?
It makes no sense.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me
It
at
makes
all.
0 sense. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Because like I asked my brother-in-law who has season tickets to it. Nah, we got grandfathered in. We don't have to do that. It's for brand new people who are not already season ticket holders. Because I was gonna ask him like, hey, can you add like 2 or like could you get like 4 more seats? We could like add to that party. And he's like, we would have to pay the other stuff if we bumped up the 4 seats.
Yep.
I'm like, ain't that a bitch?
And I asked him too. I was like, what about previous season ticket holders?
Yeah.
Right? Like I feel like if I did it before, you should let me back
Yeah.
in. Nope.
Yeah, it doesn't count. They don't care.
I'm like, fuck you.
That's one of those. Hey,
And that's why we left the first time.
No, I
'Cause I'm
know.
like, we're getting the shaft. Fuck you.
yeah, because we sat through 2-14 and 4-12, and I think we had 11-6 once.
I think we said that.
That was the
like
one
a
year we made
10
the
and
playoffs.
6 season or something. It
we
was
made
not
the
great.
playoffs one time,
Yeah, fucking shitty.
and the Steelers beat us. Or no, it was Indianapolis. It was either
No,
Steelers
it was the
or
Steelers.
Yeah,
It was the Steelers when they did not kick. They didn't score a touchdown.
Oh yeah, it was on
5
field goals.
fucking field goals
Yeah, it
and
was
they beat us.
15-12 or something like that. 15-14 or some
Fucking
stupid
kidding
shit like
me.
that.
It was fucking awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we sat through. That's what we paid a shit ton of money for, and then
Yeah, because we had season tickets for like 6 or 7 years.
it felt like a long time. And had they not had the mask incident, I probably would have kept them.
Yeah, we would have, but fuck those guys. Fuck that guy at the gate. Not fuck the organization, but fuck that guy at the gate.
I don't know. The organization's pissed me off too. And try to
Well, yeah,
charge me
'cause
fucking 20 grand to get back in the game. Go fuck yourself.
I'll buy that.
Like go
I'd buy
fuck
that.
yourself.
I'd buy that for $1.
I want no part of that. Get out of here. So anyway, moral of the story: be careful what you say.
Yeah.
Because
At sporting events, period, not just football games, be careful what you say because you don't streak on the field, don't talk shit, don't be those people.
again, if you do that, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you should get banned because
Yeah.
now you're criminal trespass.
Trespass, yeah.
Like at that point, like yeah, I get it. Or if you touch somebody, now we've assaulted somebody. These are reasons to ban you from the stadium because I got a little liquored up and said some things you didn't like. Deal with it. You know how much money I paid to be here? Fuck off. I don't care what you think about what I said.
Put your headphones and auditorily exclude me.
Right? And that's a reason. Maybe it shouldn't be this way, but I'm not taking a kid to an NFL game.
See, and that
not.
I agree. And like, Tough Tony wants to go to a game, and I really want to go.
That's what
like
preseason games are
well,
for,
and
to
that's
take the
that's
family.
what that's where it's gonna happen next year because we had talked about doing it this year, and you obviously were invited because I told you about it. We just never got around to figuring that out. But next year, I think we're gonna have to take Tough Tony to a game because he wants to go see it.
That's fair.
And I would be okay with if we had to leave at halftime or at the third quarter or something like that, where he's just like, hey, I can't take this anymore. I'm 7 years old. Like, all right, buddy,
Cool.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I didn't pay fucking $250 a seat
Right. So
to
it's
sit
fine.
here and watch this. Yeah, so
We're
it's
good.
cool. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, and that's just a shitty part about it, and that's again, it's I'm not the one with kids. I didn't have a kid. I didn't bring a kid.
Oh, yeah,
here.
no,
like,
you're right.
I paid to be here.
Yeah.
So
No, I
deal
get
with
it.
it. Like
Yeah.
this is, I get it's a sport, but it really is more of an adult themed kind of entertainment because the NFL is full of a bunch of rowdy motherfuckers.
In my opinion, sports nowadays is no longer really sports. It is sports entertainment.
Oh,
which is in the same category of what the WWE and UFC and all this other shit is. The only difference is WWE, everything is scripted. Now, if you talk to some fucking conspiracy nuts, the NFL is rigged and
Like the
scripted.
NFL? Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't believe it is.
It's not.
I mean, how do you doink a field goal like that?
We'd have way more Super Bowls if it was scripted. That's not
The
true.
only Super Bowl that we would have lost.
Dallas wouldn't suck if the fucking games are scripted.
Absolutely. And the only Super Bowl that we would have lost would have been Tom Brady, so that could have been his swan song, which it should have been his swan song, but he came back for one more year. But we would have never... Yeah.
No. Yeah, you're right. And so...
Well, I
those
guess we
people-
would have lost the Super Bowl because we've only lost one. But we would have never lost to Joe Burrow at home,
True story.
and we would have gone to the Super Bowl and we would have beat the Rams.
Ain't nobody giving the Bengals the pass over the Chiefs.
Fuck no.
Nah. Wasn't
Nah.
happening.
Nah, player. Nah.
Come on,
Nah.
man. Come on, man.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Not
But-
happening.
Chiefs are starting to get some of their people back.
About fucking time.
I'm a little annoyed that Humphreys got injured again in the fourth quarter, and I'm a little pissed off about that.
I don't know if he practiced today.
He did not, or he was a partial practice.
He didn't practice yesterday. He was in the walkthrough portion.
Andy Reid says he's fine. He said he was getting better every day. He's expected to play on Sunday.
I did not hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if he's expecting,
He
to
was
play,
the only
that's
one
good.
on the injury report for yesterday. Everybody else practiced, and Harrison Buckner is back.
Says he did not practice today, so
Oh,
Humphreys
okay.
does not.
Well, then maybe they're letting him rest.
I would imagine so. I mean, here's
Harrison
the thing.
Buckner's back, though. Juwan Taylor is back full practice, which that doesn't really mean a whole lot.
Minihue full practice.
Joshua Williams
full
is
practice.
back, which I will say he did play a much better game last week than what Johnson did until he got hurt.
Josh Williams is clearly
Williams.
the superior
Yeah.
cornerback to Nazi or
Najee Johnson.
or the who's the other guy that brought in for him too?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember what his name is.
I'll tell you.
But we also signed Steven Nelson, which a lot of people are not super happy with that signing. However, I didn't realize this. I did read this the other day. Is for last year he had a higher PFF than L'Jarius Sneed did.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Which is fucking nuts.
I saw that
because
graphic too.
when Nelson was here, he was average
Well, he
at
was
best.
new. We drafted
and
him.
yes, he
and
was.
he was more of a special teams guy.
Yep.
He had to grow into his.
And apparently he grew into it.
He did because with the fucking Texans, he was balling out. Which
But what's
let's
weird?
not expect that. Let's
Well,
put a
I
little
was saying,
caveat on that.
What's weird though is why didn't he have a team this year?
Oh, it was already said they went with youth. They weren't going to renew his contract.
So is that what it
so
was?
he retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he
they
just
told him
so he
straight up,
just
they're
was
like, we're going in a different direction. We're going to go youth. And he went, then I'm going to retire. And I said, okay, bye.
all right, that's different then.
Yeah.
It wasn't-
an
he didn't get
injury.
cut,
He
he
didn't
didn't-
get cut.
okay,
It was.
okay.
It was. They told him you're not going to
'Cause
be
like-
number one on the depth
'cause like
chart. And
with-
he goes, then I'm out.
With Humphreys, he got hurt.
And he got
The
cut.
Cardinals cut it, which I think is horseshit, and I hate fucking seeing that.
It saved them cap space. It saved
I
them a
know
lot of cap
it was a
space.
business decision.
Yeah.
I get it, but I don't like it because is he getting the full treatment that he should to be able to come back to a career considering that dude's 30 years old? And he still has 3 or 4 years left as a lineman.
He should. Offensive linemen can easily play till
35.
34, 35.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without a problem. Like
Unless
they do it all the time.
Unless you're one of the Matthews brothers and you go till you're 40, which is fucking insane. Or Scotty Bag of Donuts Winners, who went to like 39. That was one of the best fucking nicknames ever. Jeff Saturday was like 38 or 39.
Saturday was an old
He was fucking
motherfucker. But
amazing.
Yeah, I'm like,
He was a fucking baller.
dude.
That dude was a baller.
Fuck, how old was Jason Kelsey? Wasn't he like 37?
Travis is 35, so yeah, he's like 37.
Yeah.
36, 37, somewhere around
Something
there.
like that. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, a lineman, if they take care of themselves, can go 35, 36, 37 years old
Easily. So I don't think Humphreys is.
He's not the answer for the future, but
he could be for the playoffs if he
Yes.
could just shake the rust off and get healthy. But getting into football shape this late in the season is going to be really difficult, especially when he came at the worst time, where we have the 3 games in 11 days. What the fuck, man?
But I have a feeling that if we win Sunday, and we somehow beat Houston, I think they rest against the Steelers.
Oh, there's going to be no starters playing against the Steelers.
I don't think that happens.
You might have Humphreys come out in the first half.
He'll get some reps.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like that if since we now have a 2-game lead over the Bills.
And if we win Sunday and the Bills lose, which I
we need to talk about that. We need to talk about that because
I think that might happen. Now we got a 3-game lead, and it's
lights out for the last 2 weeks. It's lights out because who gives a shit about Denver? I don't. Let's let the offensive line rest. If you want to get Pat some reps in, fine, whatever, but don't put him in a bad situation.
Treat it like preseason.
Yes.
You come out and you get a quarter,
bro,
or a half.
Let's let Carson Wentz come in there.
Hell yeah, let him run the offense.
And let him run the offense for a little bit.
Let's go.
Let's get him some reps.
He may have more time behind the backup line than he does from
You're probably
the starters.
right. You're probably right, actually. That's the bad part. I think the Chiefs are going to start coming into their own. Hollywood Brown is potentially back this week.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to happen
He's
this
not going
week.
to play, but
I think he's going to suit up.
They said
he's been practicing this whole week.
He wasn't on the report, though, which is the problem.
It's because he's back.
But he should still show as on IR on the report.
I think he came off of IR. That's the thing. Is their 21-day window, I think they pulled him off of it.
He should be one place. That's the problem. He should either be on the IR or he should be showing on he didn't practice or it was a limited, but he's not on either. Maybe it's because he's still in that window. He's in the practice window.
That might be it because
so you don't have to.
Well, no, because Harrison Butker's in the window too. He came on the window on Monday or Tuesday.
I don't understand that. I don't understand what
I don't either because if Hollywood is back, then maybe he's just back and he's not limited during practice, so he wouldn't be on the injury report.
And Christmas is supposed to be like his target return date.
Right. So he potentially was either going to come back at Houston or he was going to come back for the Steelers game on Christmas Day.
And I think that's the more realistic option.
And I believe I would not push him to come back now unless they're just trying to get him a little bit of game rep to get him ready.
Reps.
I know he knows. I know he needs reps because he needs reps with Pat.
Well, he just needs rep to get into football shape too.
Yeah, that too.
You and I both know, like, you could be in the best physical shape of your life, but then getting out there and getting hit is something completely different.
Yeah, the first time you get smoked on a fucking crossing route, you're like,
hey, I get your attention.
Hey, Hollywood, bro, you all right? Yeah. Let me get up.
Think I'm dead, man.
I think I died. Are you hurt or are you injured? No, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Get your ass up. We got to win. Let's go. We got to go.
How many fingers am I holding up? No. You can't do that to Billy Bob. Billy Bob, are there fingers up? Yes. All right, he's good. Let's go. Let's get him up.
It's got to be true or false.
Yeah, it's got to be true
or false. I love it.
I actually watched part of that movie last night.
Oh, that's so
It's
good.
on Paramount, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Paramount or
MTV
Peacock.
movie.
It's one of the two, yeah.
It's
on Paramount then, okay. Yeah.
Because they got all the MTV stuff. Yes. I want to go into a tangent.
True or false, Billy Bob? Does this man have fingers up? True?
He's fine.
He's fine. Let's go.
All right, you want to run through the Fat Four real quick?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so on the year, Fat Four is 31, 15, and 2.
We are still at plus 16, folks.
That is smoking everyone nationally.
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, most of the people nationally aren't even picking 4 games like you are.
Yeah, a lot of them do 3. But, to be fair, they also did weeks 1 through 3 of the NFL, and we didn't get on it. We were a little late, so doesn't have the first 3 weeks. But anyway, that's still
Yeah,
pretty
but
fucking good.
even if we did have the first 3 weeks and you split
And I'm
all the
going
way down,
50-50, it's still a fucking
this
killer
plus
fucking
16.
year.
Yeah, you're still plus
Killer
16.
year. We were plus last year. We're really plus this year. This might be our second 4-0 week of the season. Maybe, possibly.
No.
We will see.
No. We're going to go 3-1
Chiefs are
this
probably
week.
going to fuck us again.
Because the Chiefs are only going to win by a fucking field goal or
Oh my
something
God.
stupid. Because as we talked about earlier, Jameis Winston is either going to throw for 500 yards or he's going to throw for $110.
I'm going to go with a $110.
That's what I hope.
And I think he's probably going to get sacked a lot.
You know what? I was looking at the numbers, and I know this has nothing to do with the Fat Four. Our sack total as a whole is fucking terrible. You know who leads Kansas City in sacks? You'll be surprised about this. It is Chris Jones. You know how many he has?
Like 5.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Like Karlaftis has like
5.
2.5.
Yes.
Yeah. And
It's fucking terrible.
the reason being, I know. Charles Omenihu's absence was noticeable.
Yeah.
He's just getting back into the swing of things once he gets his legs underneath him.
Well,
You even saw last week, Chris Jones was more present in the
yeah,
game because
absolutely.
you can't just double him
Absolutely.
all the time
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
Omenihu's out there.
well, and this is not taking away anything from Wharton or from Dana or any of those guys. They're not built like Omenihu or Jones or even FAU or Karlaftis. Those guys are for run stopping.
and Mike Dana is actually really good last year.
Mike Dana's really,
which
he's
is
been
why
really
he got a
good this
contract
year.
in the offseason.
He hasn't.
but
Mike Dana hasn't been bad this
His
year.
sack numbers are not what they were last year. I think he had 10 sacks last year.
Yeah, I don't know what he had last year, but He's
not close to that now.
But I think part of that too is not having Omenihu.
It's huge. Not having Omenihu has been
in the
huge.
front four. That dude caused so many problems for offenses because you can double Chris Jones. You can have a guard help out with Dana on the outside. I don't know what the deal is with Karlaftis last year. I don't know if he's lost a step or what his
Maybe
deal
he's
is.
battling an injury.
He might be.
Nagging, maybe.
He might
I don't
be.
know.
Because he's not as quick off the gun as what he was before.
And his motor still goes, though.
Oh, his
Like, he
motor's
still
great. Don't get me wrong.
does
But
not
he's
quit.
just not getting past the tackles like he was before. And then, like I said, Wharton isn't there to rush the quarterback. Wharton is there to stop
Correct.
and plug the middle.
Yeah.
So, you can if Karlaftis is not able to get around a tackle, you don't need to double him. And Wharton, you can chip off of, and usually a center, it can just redirect him because that's all you're doing. You're just holding him at the line because that's what he's doing to you. He's not letting you open hole, but he's also not able to rush the
He's
quarterback.
literally just taking up space.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing. His job is
Which
to
that's
eat
what he's
blocks and
paid
take
for.
up space. That's
Absolutely.
it.
And he's
That's all
doing
we
his
want
job.
from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because that's why
But the
Kansas-
other guys are supposed to get pressure, and they're not doing
Well, that's
their
why
job.
Kansas City has one of the top run defenses, and it's not normally like that. It's usually the other way around. For the past few years, it's been we have an amazing pass rush, and our DBs and our corners are fucking lights out, whereas this year, it's the complete opposite. Whereas we're stuffing the run like nobody's business, but our corners are like, 60% of the time, we make 100% of the plays. What about that other 30-some percent?
Don't worry about that.
Those guys.
Don't worry about that. Are we ready to call Joshua Uche a bust?
Not yet.
I mean, he was a healthy scratch last week.
I don't know what that's about.
Is that a bad attitude? Is that we need more reps? Like, I don't get
No,
it.
'cause
He
I
played
feel
the
like-
week before, and then they're like, he's
And he
not
played
playing this
good.
week.
He did. I mean, I won't say good, but he played well. Maybe he's having issues with the scheme.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know it doesn't, but you also have to realize he's come in cold from a defensive program that was shit up in New England to Spags, who goes, "Hey man, we're going to expect a lot out of you."
And he's got a lot of complex.
Yeah, he has a lot of
scheme.
complex
It's not
schemes.
easy at all.
And if Uche is not picking up fast, like if he's picking up little bits, he's a liability at this point.
it makes sense.
But if you hit sitting there like, all right, man, you're not going to play this week. I don't need you to worry about anything but
I mean, just study.
2 weeks.
Study,
Yes.
study.
I need you to watch film. We're not upset with you. You're just not picking up as quickly as we want to. That doesn't mean you're a bad player. That doesn't mean we're mad at you. We brought you here for a reason.
They got a place for you. There's a
Read
role
it.
for you to
Just,
play.
here's the playbook.
Get this down.
Sit with Bolton or sit with Chanel or sit with one of these other guys and go, help me out in your free time. I'm going to continue to watch him because I think he's a smart kid. I don't have any reason to think he's not, because But we all know that Spags has one of the most complicated. It's like reading his offense.
It's complicated.
Those two are super complicated, but when they work, god damn do they work.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's like the Ice Capades. It's like the motherfucking Ice Capades, man. God damn. But no, I don't think he's a bust yet, and I won't call him a bust unless he is scratched for... Like, if he's...
scratched this week.
If he's scratched this week, I might consider that to be a little bit... Yeah. Yeah. So, but, I mean, they did put Hardman on the IR, and nobody knows why.
His knee.
Is it his knee again? I wonder if he's got fluid on it again or something.
Yeah, it said...
and they're saving him.
It had not... they said it locked up on him at practice.
Oh.
Right before they put him on IR.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think what they're doing is trying to get that down. Probably drained it. May have done a
Well,
little
and
minor
if he's
surgery
not on
it.
IR and he's on active roster, you can't bring up Remigio or somebody else, which I was impressed with him last week.
Punt returning? Goddamn.
Bro.
Well done, Remigio.
He didn't do a whole lot for, like, yardage and all that kind of stuff, but he was making people miss.
You know who's better than? Sky Moore.
Who?
By like 50
Who's
million
that?
miles.
Who's that?
Jesus Christ.
Why is that guy still on our roster?
Second round pick that can't do a goddamn thing to undrafted free agent Remigio. Night and day difference. I don't even know why fucking Sky Moore has ever been
I
on this
love the
roster.
Chiefs as an organization.
2 years.
I love the Chiefs as an organization, but they have got to stop.
Trying to justify their draft picks.
Well, not only
When
that, but
there's a
like
bust, there's a fucking bust. Move on.
CEH. Like, I know why they're holding on to him. I know why they're doing with him, and I applaud them for that.
He's a good dude.
Well, and he's got some mental health issues.
And what he's going through is something that we shouldn't take lightly. We shouldn't talk shit about it.
No, and I'm not. I'm not
either.
but you can't help everyone, and if Sky Moore is not in that same situation, bye, bitch.
Scott Moore does nothing for you or the team.
Bye. You've had Remigio on the practice squad for 2 years now, and that dude has already shown head and shoulders, at least
better.
in the return game.
Fuck, I think
He's
in the
better.
passing game he's going to be better.
Well, we might get to see on Christmas Day when he becomes the slot.
Hey, I'm for it. I've
I'm
wanted to
good
see
with it.
Remigio for
I'm good with it.
ever.
Is he a K-State kid?
No.
Who was
I
the
wish he
K-State kid
was.
that they had?
Is, but
No,
that's
there
it.
was they had a wide receiver.
Oh, we had Byron Pringle a couple
Pringle,
years ago.
that's who it was. Okay, maybe I thought there was somebody else recently, but I could be wrong.
We had Okadobi as this cornerback.
That's
but
who it
he's
was.
not
He
a
was
receiver.
That's right. He was a receiver. Sorry, he was the one that I was thinking of. Okay, but still, like, Remigio was solid in the preseason, and I know what they're doing. Business decisions be what they are. Remigio doesn't cost as much as what Sky Moore is, and you're still trying to get fucking something out of that fucking loser.
Be done with that.
I
Cut
agree.
your losses, man.
Yeah, no, I
That's
agree.
one that I'm like, just please forget. Love of God, move on.
I mean,
Just get rid of it.
I mean, because in all reality, when it comes down to it, like, Watson has gone dormant, and there's a good reason for that. Gray has finally overcome everything else, and he's third in receiving, by the way, on the team.
He's been fucking fantastic. Noah Gray the past 4 weeks has been
You know what's crazy?
great.
Hopkins is number 2, and he's only been here for 7 games.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
And what's dumb, this is completely retarded, Kelsey's number 1, and we haven't heard Kelsey's name at all.
Well, I mean, he had 5 catches for fucking 45 yards, but it's nothing. Like,
Did he? But did he?
But last year that would have been
Oh, that
5
was a horrible
catches
game.
for 80 yards.
Or 5
which is
catches
fine.
for 100 yards.
He had the 13 catch
For
game
110 yards or some shit like that.
13 is a lot for only 110 yards, man. He's clearly not the Kelsey of old.
No, but like,
which is fine.
But what I love to see now is the fact that Gray is
Filling that role.
Well, and he's filling the Watson role. Finally.
Yeah.
Because Watson was the guy that, like, they'd send down the field every once in a while, or he would make those up and in catches.
Watson would catch nothing less than 20 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no intermediate route.
Exactly.
It was 20 yards
and now,
or more.
And now Gray has become find the hole like Kelsey, but if you need him 20, because that one touchdown he had was at 32 yards, he'll get it for you.
Hell yeah.
And I know that was always the plan with him, but we hadn't seen it in 2 years or 3 years.
Why haven't we seen Shipley yet? I haven't seen him at all. The tight end, Will Shipley, that we got TCU, right?
You mean Wiley?
Wiley, sorry.
Wiley's hurt. Wiley's been hurt.
Is that why I haven't seen him? Again, he's not on my injury report. If you're not on my injury report, I don't know what's happening with you.
Because he's been on the IR since like week 3.
You still need to put them on the goddamn report, so I know.
They're on the IR. They don't go on the report.
It's not true. Some teams put them on the report.
If they're headed back.
I've got several reports where they're out and they're still on the IR.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know if it's a.
You pay attention to that more than I do.
I
so
look at them
I believe
constantly.
you. No, yeah, you're good, and you
doesn't help.
research.
It doesn't
You
help.
are the play-by-play. I'm the color commentary. That's all I'm here for. Okay. You are the play-by-play guy. You know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm just here to fucking talk about guys putting contact lenses and they could see. I am the John Madden of this show. Okay. I am not John Madden. I'm not comparing myself to John Madden.
Boom!
But if y'all want to know about some turducken and if that guy would put his contact lenses in, he could see. I'm down for that. I'm your man.
You see, if you got the contacts in, you can see the ball. Thanks, John. And that's why.
No, I'm telling you, that's legit. That was a legit
know.
quote from him because it happened on fucking Thanksgiving Day in the Cowboys game, and he's like, you know, Pat, because that was when he was Pat Summers, like, you know, Pat, he probably needs to go in and put his contact lenses in at halftime because if he did that, he could probably see the receiver better and get him the ball. I'm like, God damn it, John.
And this is why Pat Summerall was a raging alcoholic.
Oh, absolutely.
So he could deal with that shit.
Absolutely.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
and
Yeah,
Pat-
dum-dum, he can't see if he puts the contacts
And
in.
Pat Summerall as his handler was amazing.
I loved Pat Summerall and Matt doing it together. Oh, man, that was good shit.
I'm not gonna lie. When Madden finally left because he had to for health reasons, and then when he passed away, I legitimately shed a tear for that.
I was sad.
I did. I'm like, oh.
I was bummed that day.
Like, John Madden was like one of the only video games that I would leave the sound up on because of his sound bites inside the video games were fucking ridiculous.
So good.
They were so bad, but they were so awesome at the same fucking time.
Because it was Madden.
Yeah, because it's like, it's John Madden. And who knows? I just want to, like, if I had the ability on here, I would squiggly pin the shit out of stuff. I'm not going to lie. Like, I would squiggly pin the hell out of stuff. Just be like, right here.
See here, here's Blanco. He's glistening right here.
I'm like, zoom in on that. Zoom in on that.
If we
we
could
had an
bring the
engineer,
temperature down
yeah.
in here, he wouldn't be so sweaty. Yeah, no shit. No shit.
You know, Pat, if he'd wipe his eyebrow, or if he'd wipe his brow off, we wouldn't get a glistening shine off of those 45-watt bulbs up there from the top.
So shiny. Look at his head. It's like,
Oh my God, I love John Madden.
waterfall.
Rest in peace, man.
all right, let's run through this and wrap it up. I'm gonna
Sorry,
get
yeah,
that board.
I got off. Well, start at the top. I got off topic. That's my bad.
All right, first game, we got the Pats at the Cardinals. Pats are terrible. We both agree with this.
Yeah.
They're awful. Cardinals -6.
Drake
Right
May
with them.
has no help.
He doesn't. And he's got talent.
He does
I
have
actually
talent.
kind
Drake
of-
May's a good quarterback, and you said that for a while. We've talked about that the last 2 years,
I'm
and
a
I
fan.
don't disagree with you on that.
Not bad. Not bad. Next up, Commanders are at the, what are they?
The Aints, baby.
The Aints.
The Aints go marching one by one. Hurrah, hurrah. They ain't no Saints, bro. They're Aints.
They are the Aints, especially when Derek Carr is not going to play. Spencer Rattler is boo-boo garbage.
Yeah. He actually might play pretty well. He played well the one time that he did come
He
in.
played okay. I'm not
He
gonna say
played well.
Yeah.
He played well for what he has around him.
Well,
If Kamara plays, it'll help him.
Kamara's fine. Olave's good. Like, you've got weapons there. It's not like you're total trash.
Their defense sucks, though. But we do have Jalen Daniels with Washington, and I actually hope they make the playoffs. I don't see why they won't.
They should. -7. I'm rolling with them 100%.
That might be a 14 to 21 point blowout. That's going to be a track meet
I'd be okay with
to a
that.
point.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we both think Derek Carr is meh. He's average, but he can run an offense. He's a game manager.
He's a game manager like
motherfucker.
nobody's business.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so if you put weapons around him, he can, like we saw the
He'll
first
hit
few
'em.
weeks, they were putting up massive amounts of
He'll hit 'em.
points.
Yeah.
But he ain't going to be there. So, Commanders -7, lock it in. Next up, we've got the Steelers at the Eagles, and I feel like you have opinions on the Eagles.
So, the Eagles, for what it's worth, are probably the best team in the NFC. And I say that with a grain of salt because Detroit is 12-1, 11-1, 12-1, whatever they are. And the Eagles have lost 2 games. The thing about the Eagles that concerns me is if you figure out how to stop Saquon Barkley, their passing game is shit.
A.J. Brown will tell you so, like he did after the game last week.
He will railroad Jalen Hurts to the fucking hill. And another stat that annoyed the shit out of me, and I didn't realize it because I don't watch the Eagles games much. You know all the rushing touchdowns that fucking Jalen Hurts has come from the 1 yard line, and you know who they're not giving the ball to anymore after he gets down the 1 yard line is Saquon Barkley, and that pisses me off because you know what that style of game is? Bud Kilmer. Bud fucking Kilmer from Varsity Blues.
Yes,
we already talked about that.
It is, but here's the thing.
Yeah, a tush push is guaranteed, but fuck that. Give that man his fucking touchdown.
And you're paying the quarterback, and he's taking hits. If Saquon wasn't possibly going to break or set the new NFL rushing record, I think he might be more pissed. But he's still got touchdowns, and he's still having a hell of a fucking year.
He's just happy.
He should be MVP right now.
He's just happy to be out of New York, and he should be MVP. But we have some dickhead up in Buffalo who's all of a sudden learned how to be Patrick Mahomes, and everything. The cards are falling for him. That's all it is. Because he's still making the ignorant fucking decisions that Josh Allen has. The dark evil spirits that we talked about in the Fat Four, the other show with whoever Kansas City, has sacrificed a goat and a lamb to.
Yeah, we did.
Josh Allen did the same thing this year, and all of his dumb shit is not catching up with him yet.
No.
But
he will though.
I think the Steelers at plus 5.5 is a good call because the Steelers defense, I think, can stop Barkley.
That's the thing. Defense travels. They say that all the time. It's cliche, but it's true. You may not have an offense that does well. You may be great in the dome, but then you go on the road and you suck because it's outside and cold. Defense can play anywhere, and their defense is fucking legit.
And Pittsburgh to Philadelphia is like a couple hours.
It's cold in both motherfucking places.
Ain't fucking shit.
They're not going to be worried about it. They're going to come in. TJ Watt's going to eat. And Jalen Hurts will take some sacks, which is a big problem for him.
And what's crazy is, going into this year, I did not think that when Russell Wilson came back that offense would still flourish. I was wrong. As much as I don't like Russell Wilson, because I do not like him, he has played his ass off, and God bless Mike Tomlin. God bless that man. He is a national treasure, and if something ever happened to him, I would go find that person and do something to them. Pickens is a fucking head case.
But he's so talented.
He's
extremely
talented. I'm not saying he's not, but...
He's just like AB.
Yes.
He's just like Deontay.
Yes.
He's the
Le'Veon
exact Bell.
Yes,
he's like every fucking piece of shit diva they've had on that team, but he wins with them.
And this is why I say God bless Mike Tomlin, because he has control over him enough control
that they get it done.
Yes.
Mike Tomlin is a hell of a coach, and he does not get the credit he deserves.
No,
period.
Not at all.
Huge fan of Mike Tomlin.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Steelers as a whole, but
Mike Tomlin I am.
I actually think the Steelers could beat the Eagles. Straight up.
I'll be honest with you.
Straight up.
Here, let me tell you real quick. I'm going to bring it up. Because I was looking at that, and I think there's a lot of money on...
Yeah, I was saying, where's the money at for that game? Because if it's on the Steelers, that means they know something. Yeah.
Yeah. So on the money line, 24% of bets are on the Steelers, but 59% of the money is on the Steelers to win outright.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
Don't be surprised. Like, there's a very legit chance that they win.
Yeah.
Because all they got to do is kick 5 field goals, like we talked about.
Absolutely.
That easily could be the recipe to win.
You shut their run game down, which I know the Steelers have linebackers well enough to shut Barkley down.
And their front four is fucking amazing.
And Hurts is not going to do anything.
No.
He's not.
They're not. And that's the recipe to beat that team, and they are very capable of doing it. Moving on finally with the last pick. We always got to take the Chiefs because that's what we don't have to take the Chiefs.
We can't not take them now.
-4 at the Browns. Will they cover? Probably not.
No, they're
That's
not
what they do. Cover. It'll probably be I would not be surprised if it's like 17-15.
Bro, they're going to beat them by 3. It's going to be fucking 17 to... Actually,
14?
It's probably going to be 24-21 because Jameis Winston's
He go get some
he's
touchdowns.
he's either going to throw for 110, like I said before, he's going to throw for 500, and he's going to get 3 or 4 touchdowns, 2 tight ends.
The only thing is Njoku, sorry, I always fuck his name up. I don't think he's playing. He did not practice at all this week so
Then
far.
Jerry Judy's going to get some work.
And Jerry Jeudy could absolutely
Jerry Judy's a
dice
good wide
up
receiver.
The Chiefs secondary.
Fuck yeah, he can, because even with McDuffie on him,
when
as
the
good
pass
as
rush doesn't get home,
Exactly.
McDuffie can't cover for 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Fucking
I was just about to say.
damn. Fuck, it's so sorry. It's frustrating. It
is
just,
frustrating.
We talk about it every
Fucking
game.
dumb.
We're like, God damn this motherfucker.
Fucking horrible.
All right, so that's it. Those are the Fab Four. Go make you some money. Do whatever you want to do.
Let's before we get out of here real quick, I just want to hear your thoughts because I know you almost put them in there. What is the line for the Super Bowl? The Week 15 Super Bowl.
The Week 15 Super Bowl.
Yeah. Lions versus the Bills.
Oh, yes.
The Week 15 Super Bowl, because that seems to be everybody's fucking pick for the Super Bowl later, because
I mean,
Kansas City's going to die because they can only win close games. They can't blow people out, which is fucking horse shit.
even though
because I'm okay
Detroit's
with that.
last 4 games were all close games, one-score games.
Wait, what?
But anyway,
What?
it only counts when
What?
it's us. It's 2.5.
Oh, that's a good line.
And I'm going to tell you right now, the
Lions
money,
2.5 because they're at home.
yeah, money's
Yeah.
on Detroit too.
Really?
Except for on the money line. Money line, it's on the Bills.
But where's all the money at?
It depends. If you're betting spread,
Yeah.
it's on Lions.
But if you're
But-
betting
But if
outright,
you're betting outright money
it's
line,
Bills.
it's Bills.
Interesting. Okay.
And it's because it's plus 121. So
Okay.
there's a little value there.
Yep. Okay.
Just a little,
Okay.
not a lot.
Well, I know we're not betting on the game, but how do you see this game going? Because I believe,
I can't be objective.
I think the Lions are going to win this game.
I want the Lions to win so bad that I can't see past their deficiencies, even though their defense isn't great. They've got a lot of injuries.
Oh yeah,
on
they're
that side of the
riddled with
ball.
fucking injuries.
But the way that Dan Campbell has been coaching lately, especially when we saw last week,
Oh.
where it's 5 fourth downs, we go for it every time. We go 4 out of 5. Like
That's a bad idea.
It works.
I know it
But here's the
works.
thing. Like I just said, they got injuries on defense. The side of the ball he can count on
True.
is the offense.
That's valid.
And he puts the ball
That's
in the
valid.
hands
I'll
of the
give you
better
that.
side of the team.
I'll give you that.
And that's the smart move.
Well, and he was half a yard from fucking blowing a game against Green Bay last week. So I get it. He is becoming the new Riverboat Ron.
Hey, he's doing
And
what he
it's
has
working.
to do. Like
Yeah,
this,
it's
he's
working for
playing
him.
to the strengths of his team, and it's a smart way. I'm not going to fault him for it.
No, I'm not faulting him at all. I
Motherfucker's
like
12-1.
I like
He's got a
Detroit.
hell of a team.
I shouldn't even say I like Detroit because I'm a Packers fan, but I'm a fan of Dan Campbell, and I'm a fan when
They're a hell of a lot
the
of fun
NFC
to watch.
North is the best division in football minus fucking Chicago. And we already know that Eberflus is fired, and hopefully whoever they bring in can work with Caleb Williams because he's not a generational talent, but he's
pretty fucking good.
He's a good quarterback.
He's going to be good. If you can get somebody, the thing is, we need somebody offensive minded to help him out. And I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to do something like bring in Mike Vrabel, and that's not going to help him at all.
Well, and I don't even think
Unless you can bring in like Josh McDaniels as his OC, that might work.
No, Josh Daniels can't deal with Williams. There's only one offensive coordinator that I think can deal with Williams, and they will not bring him in because if they do, then Williams will not conform, and that's EB.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. He would get along with
His
EB at all.
discipline, the discipline that he does in calling people out,
EB
Williams wouldn't work.
It'd be a tough putt for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't go there to begin with. That's why they didn't hire him fucking 3 years or 2 years ago or whatever it was, because most of the NFL players who have never had a coach like that won't respond well to a coach like that.
I get it.
So
Yeah.
hopefully the Detroit Lions pull that game off so that it helps Kansas City, because if they do, we should totally send them some barbecue.
They win.
I'd be
Chiefs
down to
win,
throw down
number
on
one
that.
seed is locked up.
Then we don't have to worry about it.
We're good to go.
Yeah. Which is what I would like to see
3
to
games
get
in
some
11
people some
days
rest.
is not going to fuck us over, which
No.
is what I'm worried about.
All I care about is winning these 2 games so that we can rest on Christmas Day, and then we have Broncos after that.
That's it.
And then playoffs. So as long as we win the next 2 games, home field may be locked up. Maybe we have to play
will
against
be.
Denver. Maybe we have to play against
Maybe.
Denver. But if we don't, that would give a lot of people a month off that they could really use. Like, they'll practice
Right.
and maybe get a little bit of game reps, but they're not
But
putting
not a
their
full
body.
game.
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir. All right. On that note, I like to say go Chiefs. And I will see you later.
Okay, bye. Peace.